Dotty pouts, her lips reddened with what Ellie suspects to be one of her stolen lipsticks.
You'll forget all about me and Poppy once you're over in Canada, just like you forgot about George.
Don't be ridiculous. You're family. Though I don't know what happened to the lovely little girl you used to be. Hopefully by the time I see you again you'll have matured.
I'm mature. I'm 16. I'm not a child, Ellie. Just ask George.
It's not Canada, pet. Henry corrects Dotty. It's Newfoundland. Newfoundland is a British dominion, similar to Canada and Australia. What do you mean, just ask George? The ship's horn blows out an ear-splitting bellow. The crowd surges forward like a wave, knocking Ellie off balance. Henry grabs her arm. You should be going, pet. He removes a ticket from his coat pocket and places it in her gloved hand. I've paid a porter to take your trunk to your room. It's first class, so you and Emmett should have some privacy.
Ellie's eyes widen. First class? Poppy, you didn't have to do that. It's far too dear.
It's the least I can do, pet. He tweaks Emmett's chubby cheek. Take care, Ellie Mae. He kisses her awkwardly on her cheek. You know, you can always come home if things... His voice catches, and he clears his throat. Right, Dotty, we'd best be off before it starts raining again. They're threatening gales from Iceland, and we've got a long journey home. Dotty kisses the baby on his cheek.
Bye, little one.
She holds out the suitcase.
Goodbye, Ellie.
That's no way to say goodbye, Dotty. I don't know when I'll see you again. Dotty stares at Ellie.
What do you expect? You're off to a big new country where everything will be lovely and easy. They weren't bombed, were they? They don't have rationing, do they? Thousands of people weren't killed there, were they? I think you married Thomas just to get away from this horrible place, to get away from Poppy and me.
Dotty, how can you say that? I've been crying every night wondering when I'll see you and Poppy again. It's crushing me to leave you, and Norwich, and everything. You have no idea. It's my home. I'm going to miss you and Poppy awfully.
If you really cared about us, you'd stay. You promised you'd stay. You promised. You're a liar, Ellie.
Now, pet, you don't really mean that. Ellie's your sister. Blood is thicker than water and all that. Dotty tucks her hand around her father's elbow.
Let's go, Poppy. It's cold and I'm hungry. Let's get some fish and chips. Just the two of us. I saw a place just around the corner.
Ellie stumbles into her cabin with Emmett and the suitcase. 4 double bunk beds crowd the floor space and someone has deposited her trunk behind the door. A young woman in an ill-fitting suit leans up on her elbow from the top of one of the beds. Bloody hell, a baby? It isn't a crier, is it? Ellie looks down at her ticket and back at the young woman. I'm sorry, I think I'm in the wrong room. I'm meant to be in first class. A whoop of laughter. This is it, Angel. The young woman rises and swings her legs over the side of the bunk. The skin stained with gravy browning to look like tights. Thank goodness for Thomas and his in with the American GIs. She'd never been short of nylons. Ellie takes a deep breath and sets the suitcase down beside the bunk by the small porthole window. Is there anyone here? Be my guest. The rasping of a match against grit. I'm Mona. Had to haul my arse all the way up here from Lewisham, bloody nightmare. She holds the match against a cigarette and inhales until the tip glows red. She blows on the match and drops it on the linoleum floor. Still, I'm off to Toronto. Can't be worse than Lewisham. They bomb the shit out of that place. She sucks on the cigarette as she watches Ellie set Emmett on a bed and free him of the blanket and knitted cap and mitts. Where you off to, love? Newfoundland. Holy shit, I heard about that place. Dated a bloke from there before I met Dave. Better you than me.
Boat,
Emmett says, fixing Ellie with his serious gaze. Yes, darling, we're on a boat. And now you're on a bed. You'll sleep with me while we're on the boat and then we'll go live with Daddy like I told you. She leans over and gives him a kiss on his chubby cheek. Sniffing, she wrinkles her nose. Taking off her coat and her feathered fedora, Ellie lays them neatly on the bed and fishes a cloth nappy out of her suitcase.